stuff a little bit closer. Ooh, hold on real quick. Hold on. Okay. Nope. Okay. I'm going live.
Just so you don't forget.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really need that right now. Oh my goodness. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everyone's having an amazing Juneteenth. I know there's lots of, I need to get this to stay better. Lots of, so I'm hoping my chat messages show up on YouTube on my, oh, don't baby. Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, my 13-year-old's helping me out. Yeah, and then put that underneath there. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay. She just wants to close the door on me. She probably, were you being sweet or just closing the door on me? Oh, both? Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got to get my setup back. Hello, everybody. I am so happy to be back on Instagram. So I was blocked for 4 weeks for making a story. Hello, Chumpettes. I see you over on YouTube, Pina. Shout out. Oh, don't. It closes the wire. I'm just going to keep it like that, okay? Anyways, I like to try to wave to y'all, but now that I'm on YouTube and Instagram at the same time, it's kind of harder to read all the comments on everyone. So anyways, I am so glad that I'm not blocked on Instagram anymore. So what happened was I created a story 4 weeks ago on a Friday when Zach Noe Towers and Carrie Lewis were on, and I got in trouble for it. It was a picture of liquor. Like, seriously, I get in trouble for the dumbest things. And what they tend to do to me is they take away the ability for me to go Instagram Live, probably because I've done it for well over a year, 5 to 6 days a week. And they know that's what hurts me, right? So anyways, but you know what? Just like Dr. Donna herself says, it happened for me, not to me. Because you know what? It caused me to have to pivot and figure out Instagram Live and YouTube or TikTok Live at the time. And my accounts have blown up. So honestly, it happened to me. My YouTube is at like 16,500 subscribers. My TikTok it's kind of slowed down a little bit, but my Instagram has picked up. So just thank you so much. If you're on all of those, I think some of us enjoy one more platform over another. But if you have TikTok, if you have YouTube, Instagram, please go over and follow me on those. See a couple of videos, like them, comment, share them if you're lucky enough to know another Jeff Lewis or reality fan. I would really, really appreciate it. So let's get started. Let me know in comments. Also, if it's your first time, welcome. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you love about Jeff Lewis. Make sure you're in the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. That's a really good way to get to know each other. Hello, Darla. Good afternoon. I love it. I had one of my podcasts, what do you call these things? Like a ring light holder thing, with me in Destin Beach. So I had to move it back up here because when I went live Saturday night and Chef Stu joined, which he's so sweet, him and Ronnie Tits, if you didn't see that, the replays are up on YouTube and they're up on my Instagram too. And if you ever have a question and can't find something, just ask me. I really do love getting your DMs. And I am also not super techie. I have taught myself all of this stuff. So anything I learn, I am happy to always teach other people, honestly, because I know how it is. I want the Shout Out Shane shirt to show, but my thing is not very tight. And see how it keeps falling down? Woo! My iPad is so heavy. Let me see if I do this. Anyway, so, okay, well, yeah, it was fun with Chef Stu, wasn't it? He's such a doll. So if you are new, we always get started with shout out news, which is kind of generic celebrity gossip that's going on. So we have a little bit of that today, and then we get started recapping. But since today is a national holiday, shout out Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to everybody. Oh my God, this is going to drive me nutso. My iPad is not staying still. Sorry, YouTube. I'm going to get my shit together in just a second. Supposedly. Allegedly. Anyways, since it is a replay, we're going to just chat in general. So y'all just tell me what you want to talk about. I'm trying to wave to everyone. Hello. Doesn't Instagram feel like at home? I guess because I've been doing it with y'all for a year. I'm just so happy to be back on Instagram and not blocked. Anyways, if you have a question on Instagram that you don't want to put in front of everyone, you can hit the question button down at the bottom. Thank you for all the likes and everything. I really appreciate it. When this is over, please subscribe. Hit the like button on YouTube now. Make sure you're subscribing to me. Add a comment right away. Something about that, when you add a comment right away on YouTube, it really helps with the engagement and get the video out there to other people. So I appreciate it all for sure. Did you have a great Father's Day? We did. I tried to post a couple of pictures. We swam. My husband barbecued. He made me a steak. I love a fatty steak. So he made burgers for him and the kids, and then I had a prime rib. No, is that what it's called, or a T-bone? I don't know my steaks. Whatever it was so fatty and juicy. He put some lovely seasoning on it. Oh my God, it was so good. And then we made s'mores. My daughter, when we were in the pool, my kids remembered, oh my God, remember when we used to make s'mores in the microwave? And we've always done that. You just literally, about 30 seconds, you wait for that big fat marshmallow to pop up and you take it out before it does that. And then just smash it on with the chocolate. It is so good. And then you don't even have to have a fire, right? So it's great. What my husband got for Father's Day is called Solo Stove. It's kind of like a fire pit, I think. We're going to put it out. We've got a huge backyard. So we're going to put it out where we have some seating out underneath a tree by the fence, basically, and make s'mores for that. But right now, I'm in the Houston area. It's like 100 degrees right now in pure sun. The UV yesterday was like 12. It was ridiculous. So we didn't start swimming until, I think we got in the pool at like 6:30 or so. So it was perfect. Still put my hot tub on. See, my comments won't stay up. Gosh dang it. I need to figure this out on YouTube. Where I can see the comments is under the YouTube replay. So when they're there, if you're watching this as a replay, please put your question, please put your comments. We love to have the Chump That conversation to keep going. Same with Instagram. This will be up as a reel on my Instagram grid, and I'll also put it up as a story to make you be able to watch it. And if you join in the middle, there's a bar at the bottom. Just like you can fast forward and rewind on YouTube, you can also do that on Instagram. There's a little bar at the bottom and you just scroll. So if you came in 20 minutes late, just go to the beginning and watch the first 20 minutes. And I do try to keep it to about 30 minutes, but let's face it, we all chat usually for about 35 to 40 minutes. So anyways, and all the replays are up on Instagram and YouTube also from the back days. I try to have the dates on them too. Anyways, you are a queen. Oh my goodness. The food pictures. I don't know what that means. The food pictures. Oh, I'm missing. Oh my God, these weren't going up. Sorry, I'm missing tons of comments. Hey, my friends. Okay, is there a way to watch the Daily Show live with the video? I can only listen to it. No, Nika Lissa. Are you talking about Jeff Lewis, I'm assuming? No. As of yet, they don't have it. I would watch it for sure. They don't have it yet. For me, the Jeff Lewis live show comes on in Texas from 11 a.m. to noon. Then right after that now is the Jeff Lewis live after show with Brandy and Julie. And at night around 7:30 to 8:30, it's not even an exact science, trust me, on the SiriusXM app is when the video tends to come up. Sometimes it's as late as 9:30 or 10. They've been putting up all the videos every day with the pre-show, the commercial breaks, the after show. It's so good, so worth watching that way since January 9th. So all of those are still on there. So you can watch them, but it's not at the exact same time. I sort of wish it was, because I can't take time and go back and watch the whole show, but I would much rather the option to watch it as a video because I love that option. That's why I've told y'all many times I don't like going to just a podcast only. I kind of miss tapping your face on TikTok. I know y'all would give me so many likes. It was so awesome. I want to figure out the technology. If anyone knows a social media king or queen that is not $1 million, because I'm a broke ass girl in Texas, have them DM me, because I would love to put a little money into like one of the chumps helped me revamp my cover art last week. So shout out to that person. I'll just say thank you so much. So I do love the look of that. They offered it and I was like, oh my God, yes. But there's something on YouTube where I can make like a little commercial, sort of like a trailer, a YouTube trailer for my channel to let everyone know what it's about. And I would love to hire Kian to do that, right? So don't think he doesn't have an email link on his Instagram, Kian Machuchu, or however you pronounce his last name. So I did send him an email the other day. Fingers crossed, waiting to hear back. Anyways, if he has any extra time. You should simply stream on multiple devices. An iPad mini is on sale for $300. Well, right now I'm streaming on Instagram, shout out Instagram, and YouTube, shout out YouTube. So I think there's easier ways, like software, where it will also throw this up on Apple Podcast as a podcast, because I think that would do well also. Because I think a lot of people like watching us. We love the comments. We love interacting. And that's what I love about the Trumpet community, because it's just so much more fun to chat with y'all. Y'all remind me of stuff. Y'all change my mind. You give me your opinions. You remind me of facts about about Jeff Lewis, or flipping out, or interior therapy, or Hollywood house lift. So I love that. But mostly I just love knowing that we have found our people. I am so excited. I'm so appreciative. And I love it. Okay. It's driving me nuts that my thing keeps going down. I really want the shout out t-shirt to show. So this is where I get my ADD starts. Like I can just hyper focus on that. I want my camera on the iPad to be doing that. Anyways, okay, let's get started with shout out news. That was a long chat. I have just missed y'all so much, even though we have been on YouTube and TikTok together. Father's Day drama. Okay. Russell Simmons. I don't even know when he split up from Kimora Simmons, but they have 2 kids together. And now one of the kids posted this nasty long thing about that he's harassing them. And every time she would talk to her dad, she would have to take emergency medicine. I don't even know what that is, like an instant Xanax or something. I don't even know. But it sounds like their Father's Day did not go as planned. It does make me sad that she would post this publicly, right? Like that to me is like a final straw. Like this shit is really going bad, right? Also, our friend Kelly Dodd, she made an Instagram story about Father's Day and basically said, gotta love Kelly in the underhanded like comments or whatever. It was basically a dig to her ex, Michael, she was first on when she was on Real Housewives of OC. Her almost 17-year-old daughter's dad. It basically said, shout out to all the mothers on Father's Day who are doing the work of both mother and father. I was like, oh my God. So I don't know much about him. Did he seem like an asshole on OC? Yeah, but I mean, is he? I don't know. God bless him. He was married to Kelly Dodd, and that's a lot. She's very opinionated. She's very strong. So, you know what I mean? I did watch their Rick and Kelly show this morning. I don't think there was a lot about it. They rented out their house for a lot of the days. Her daughter wanted to come back from the thing. They're going to come back Thursday for her daughter's birthday. Why does her daughter's name, her name went, what's Kelly Dodd's daughter's name? Y'all will tell me in 2 seconds, I know. Oh my God. It's driving me nuts to think of what her name is. Anyways, more stuff. This is a happier Father's Day news. Kroy and Kim Zolciak still seem to be, at odds. How they're living together. Jolie, thank you so much, Melanie. Thank you. On YouTube, shout out Melanie. Melanie has the Facebook group called Vintage Juicy Scoopers, and it's really good. It's not like she invited me to join it. I'm in Juicy Scoop Obsessed also, which Heather McDonald is the administrator of, and I guess I don't want to sell this. I don't want to say this wrong, so I'm going to let Melanie explain it. But anyways, did I say the right name? It is called like Vintage Juicy Scoopers or something like that. Ask me if you need to know the name of it. Anyways, it's a small, intimate group, so I really like it. I was going to say it started for a reason, but I don't want to say it wrong, why they started it. But Kroy, Brielle and Ariana, who are two girls that are now in their 20s, or like one's 26 and one's like 19 or 20. They have two different fathers, but they're sisters. And really, Croy Bierman has been their main father figure a lot of their life since they've been together. They posted like really sweet voice things. Juicy Scoop Obsessed, we're a kinder, gentler group. Thank you for saying it that way. I did not want to misspeak. And I don't think you mean that Juicy Scoop Obsessed is not kind or gentler, but it can be very strong opinions. So it's just every Facebook group. That's why I started Jeff Lewis Obsessed. I just wanted I love all things Jeff Lewis. I do love that Facebook group, but it makes you get your post approved before. And I just wanted something instantly. Because a lot of times when I'm saying something about, oh my God, did you hear Jeff Lewis say this? I don't want an administrator to take an hour or 4 hours to approve it. I just wanted something instant. So that's really the only difference about it. But I'd been asked a lot, and even by some of the chumps, because they're well aware that some of the Facebook groups for Jeff Lewis Live are fucking ridiculous. So mine is not, and it is just a place for us to meet, have good opinions, and that. I was looking for you on TikTok. Oh, yes, Linda. Thank you. I'm so glad you found me here. So I was blocked on Instagram from going live. So now I'm back, and I'll be on YouTube every day too. We just don't like the snark. Hold on. God dang comments. They come up and then they just fade away. We just don't like the snark, and we like not having to have post approval. Yes, Melanie, I agree with that, because I think Heather McDonald, although she probably has, I don't know, she doesn't have Annie anymore, which I'm just going to say that whole thing seems a little sus to me. I think something went down. There seems to be a tiny bit of hurt feelings. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of hoopla when Annie left, and there wasn't a lot of like, oh, we're going to miss her so much. I'm just going to say that. Not speaking for Heather McDonald, because I can't say, but all I saw was like, oh, my son Drake is going to help me this summer, and he's going to whatever. And then, oh, by the way, Annie got the job she was trying to get. So then it was like, oh, bye. Anywho. Okay, we are done with that. The other shout out news that I had was Tom Sandoval. Have y'all seen the video of this? I know some of y'all are anti-TikTok, but that's why I see a lot of my videos lately. Oh, Heather McDonald is a member of Vintage Juicy Scoopers. Heather McDonald is a worker bee, and I really respect that about her. Shout out, Stephanie. I see you, girl. Anyways, I get distracted when real in life friends of mine join my Instagrams. Anywho, I love and respect how much Heather McDonald works, though. And we can all have our opinions about some of the things, especially the whole Megan and Heather feud that went on. But she really puts time and energy into her career, and I really respect that about her. So I love that she maintains the Facebook group, because I think that's such a good way to get your community and your fans to get to know each other better. And that's really why I do this. I love hearing when other people see comments in the Instagram or the YouTube or posted, and they realize, oh, we live near each other. Oh, let's go do something together. I love that. So many of us are going to meet at BravoCon. If anyone is going, I don't think as many are, but to Erica Jane opening weekend, I will be there. We're flying from Texas to Las Vegas for her August 26th show. So, and I know there's one friend that lives in Las Vegas, so I'm going to make plans to have lunch or breakfast or dinner with her. So it's so awesome when you meet other Jeff Lewis fans. It really is. I'm going to try to get these cameras together too, to where it looks like I'm just looking at one camera instead of two, because that's driving me nuts. A lot of things are driving me nuts today, and y'all get to witness it. Yay! I had a cup of coffee about an hour ago too, so my apologies, because I get more when I have coffee. Anywho, what else? Okay, so let's talk Jeff Lewis Live digital channel. Tell me your questions. Are you finding it easy enough to switch over to there? One thing I will say is I was bringing my daughter some watermelon at her job and about an hour ago. So I took my phone from the house where I was listening to the digital channel. It was the replay of Jeff and Shane from Monday, the very first episode ever. Shout out everybody. I am so glad y'all are able to join live. I know 2 p.m. Central is not the best time in the middle of the day. It's good for some people. So I'm just so glad y'all can join live and make the effort. It really, I just love our community so much. I really do. But I do want to know, so I put it onto my car and put it up to Sarah's iPhone, but even though we don't have bumpy roads, the thing will go away every once in a while and won't be, it'll come out in and out. I'm listening at home, not driving. So I cannot wait till Jeff Lewis Live has an actual channel on Sirius XM, which I think will be sooner than later, right? Y'all make sure we're listening. I don't know how they do this. Shout out Diane. The after show isn't really an after show. At least that's what I thought after listening to a couple of. It's good, but they don't recap the show. Yeah, other people have said that to me. It does seem like an extension of the show more than an after show. I mean, more than a recap. But think about it. It is called an after show, not a recap. So y'all be sure and hit that thumbs up. Let's show Sarah that love. Oh my God, Melanie, you are the best hype girl. Can I just say shout out to everyone that is always so kind to me. And I hope y'all feel that I'm kind in return. Wow. Anyways, I just love when other people support each other and aren't bitches to each other. And Melanie at Vintage Juicy Scooper is so kind to me. So, and all of y'all are. So I just want to say thank y'all for that. Anywho, menopause, I guess. Shout out. You are the after show. I've been doing this for about a year. Jeff Lewis, for those of y'all that don't know, I did ask his permission. He was A-okay with it at the time. But I understand. I mean, Brandy and Julie are huge. I'm never going to be the after show, but I'm so glad there's still an interest in what I do and that y'all still join live and watch on the replays. Yes, Pina, I told you had a special platform. So many of y'all are so nice to me. And I also love your constructive criticism. So if there's ever something I can do better, especially with technology, God knows, shoot me a message. I do find that Instagram at Jeff Lewis Obsessed is an easier way for me to get messages. YouTube, I don't even think you can message somebody, but you can on TikTok. So thank you, Diane. And Diane's one of those that I've met in person. We have lunch together. So she lives in the Houston area. I absolutely love your content, Sarah. You're building such a positive community, and that's what I love. Thank you, Melanie. You know, for me, this sounds so weird. I felt so alone. Oh my God. But when I started really getting into Jeff Lewis Live, I did feel alone. I would ask my friends, hey, do y'all know Jeff Lewis? I know we talk Bravo, but and they're like, oh yeah, I remember that show Flipping Out. And I'm like, no, Jeff Lewis Live is a radio show. It's on Sirius XM. And they're like, what? To me, we're such a specific, shout out Sharon in Scotland. We missed you too. It's such a specific group of us. So when we find a Jeff Lewis Live listener, we are just so excited. So I just love that we have found each other, and I love chatting with y'all. Like I said, oh, shout out Michelle. Are you back from Croatia? Oh, sugar addict, you're putting in the work and it's showing. Oh my God. And y'all, can I just say, I know y'all love calling him Mr. Jeff Lewis Obsessed. I really have the best husband and kids. I mean, maybe not the kids. They're kind of tease me about this. Oh my God, your Instagram is so dumb. They don't get it at all. They're like, YouTube, Mom, nobody watches YouTube. And I'm like, well, somehow I have 16,500 subscribers on YouTube. And they think that's a big deal. So when they start hearing my numbers, they're like, oh my God, Mom, who the hell is watching you? But one person I will say that doesn't give a rat's ass about Jeff Lewis, but I will tell you, Mr. Jeff Lewis Obsessed, my husband, Brian, of 23 years, has and always has been so supportive of any of my wonky ideas. And he is so supportive of this little fan account thing that I do. He really is. Financially, time, being a hype man. So it's amazing. So I just wanted to give him a quick shout out, even though he'll never see this. It's kind of a free-for-all. We get to talk about whatever today because there was no live show. They were off, right? You can't. Jeannie says, I can't see any previous episodes on 789. What do you mean? Do you mean the videos? Because those aren't going to be. I do find it a little confusing, and I understand. The Jeff Lewis videos are going to remain under Jeff Lewis Video on the SiriusXM app. The stuff that's going to be on 789, even though I pushed the button, I made a story about it to favorite 789, the Jeff Lewis digital channel. I favorited the after show. I favorited and set the reminder also, although I don't need a reminder, right? It's all in my brain. I'm obsessed, clearly. I set the reminder for the Flipping Out Fridays. And then Friday this week, the 23rd, we'll start the Jeff Lewis Chump Happy Hour at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Is the Megan video posted? Yes, so I have that as a reel on my Instagram. It's also on my TikTok and my YouTube. Send me a message if you can't find it. I think what I did is I talked before it and then posted the video. But also, I think because there was the bottle of wine in it, Instagram got a little upset and they were like, oh, you're putting in a brand content, or like, I make money. I don't make money on this shit. Anyways, and I pushed the button to argue it, and they just sent me a message today saying, we've redone it. We've relooked at your video and realized you didn't go against our community standards for posting branded content or whatever. I think it's because she had a bottle of the wine Hideaway Low in her thing that they were thinking I was trying to, I don't know. And it wasn't my video. It was Megan's video. So anyways, let me know if you can't find it for sure, though. All I do know is tomorrow through Friday will be a live Jeff Lewis after show. Okay, so there'll be replays of Jeff Lewis live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, we get jet lagged Shane and Jeff. I cannot wait. I hope they say some shit they don't mean to say. I can't wait, right? Megan and Doug will be on Friday with them live, but also one of these days, and I don't think they said which, I did shoot Alyssa a DM, but I don't know that she replied to me yet. Megan is going to have a full hour this week on the Jeff Lewis after show. Wink, wink, sounds like a preview to see how things are going to go, right? With her getting her own show, if you ask me. Fingers crossed. And Doug is also getting his own 1 hour this week. So wink, wink sounds to me like they're... And also Jeff recently said that this summer, which it's the end of June, this summer they'll be rolling out more new shows. So I cannot wait. Thank y'all for commenting on YouTube. Make sure whether you're live or after this that you comment, even if you just say, love Jeff, any comment helps. And also push the like button on this video and any others. And also, of course, make sure you're subscribing. That way you get all my notifications when I go live and when I make posts. Love Doug. Oh my God, me too. First of all, what does Doug do for a living? Sunny. So he has a marketing job. So when he went a few months ago, probably 5 or 6 months ago, he went to some hotel at Disneyland. He was hired. He's often hired by liquor companies. I think he works a lot with liquor companies and does things like that. What's chatting today? The Green Godmother says, we're just chatting about Jeff Lewis and stuff because it wasn't a live show today because of the holiday, because of, yeah, an event coordinator. Yeah, but he calls it a marketing job. So it does sound like an event coordinator though, but he hired, he hired Jameson to help out with him. So I love, just like Jeff does, the chumps all hire each other and help each other out, which I love, right? Yes, I'm back on Instagram and YouTube. Clearly, I see you on YouTube, Diane. Shout out. Yes, does Doug have a trust fund? Somebody said. Okay, I don't know. His sweet mother, aka the widow, is 86 precious years old. She just flew. Also, small fact that he has shared with me before. She walks in Central Park like every single morning. She's 86 years old, y'all. She just retired from doing some amazing job at like a museum, like a art museum or curator or something like that. Yeah. Oh, I was telling you about Sandoval. I get distracted a lot. We will chat about Sandoval in just a second. For sure. I'll put my finger on it so I don't forget. I missed your live with Stu. Why didn't he go to Paris? Because he said it was such a short thing and he already had some stuff going on. He's filming a commercial this week for something. He told us the product is like a ninja product, like a cooking thing. I think he films that Thursday, he told us. He was doing the live with Emily Friday night. So it was just so short of a trip. And really, Jeff is going to be working a lot of those days. So I don't know what time it is in Paris. I know they're ahead of us. Yeah, Doug's dad was an attorney. And so I don't know that he has a trust fund, but I think him and his sister, I think his sister's name Emily, or is that also Andy Cohen's sister's name is Emily? I'm getting them mixed up. From the way Doug speaks of his mom living in the Upper East Side, they obviously have money, which is amazing. Yeah, I don't think they're poor. Let's just put it that way, right? Anyways, what else was I just talking about? So that's why Chef Stu didn't go to Paris, because I really think Jeff, they had like 2 days of free time in Paris, which they have not posted yet. I haven't even seen Shane post. So if y'all see anything, make sure to send it to me in case I missed it. You guys trying to count his dead dad's coins. Kayla. By the way, shout out Kayla. I recognized her name, and she's a huge Brandy and Julie fan. And she called in on the after show, and I DM'd her and I said, hey, was that you? And it was. So again, I love getting to know y'all. A lot of y'all I talked to on the phone. A lot of y'all, a couple of y'all I've been lucky enough to meet in person. So it is so fun. And I just love our little community. Shout out, Chris. Maybe Jeff Lewis wants to spend his free time with Monroe. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and Claudia's there. That way, when they do go down to Cannes and he has to work for this, it sounds like a Hollywood house lift promotion, right? He did mention some person named Lauren or somebody. When Lauren requests your presence, you need to go. And I can't remember if Lauren is the name of somebody from Hollywood house lift. I have met his connection, like his media person. I don't even know what you call him. The person from Amazon Freebie. It's a lady. I did meet her at the Amazon Freebie launch party last June. Shout out, Chris. And I also met her in New York City. She was with them at the Amy Phillips Cabaret show. And so they were there too. And I took a picture of all of them. I'm so glad y'all are all joining live. That's amazing. She's there for Lion Awards for Sirius XM. Oh, that's what, is Jeff going to win an award? Is that what he's there for? By the way, we know Jeff is the shittiest about promoting himself. So he'd probably win an award and never even tell us. Just like last week, he was going to be on E! News. And I was on vacation in Destin, remember? So I really wasn't checking my stuff as much. No, Lauren Michaels is Saturday Night Live, dude. Right? Yeah. Anyways, but somebody DM me. Luckily, I think I was talking on the phone to another chumpette, Dina, and she told me, hey, did you see that Jeff is going to be on E! News in 30 minutes? I'm like, no, I hadn't checked his story, and he had posted on Instagram. But man, if he would, a lot of people didn't know and missed it. I did make a clip, but he basically recapped or gave his opinions on New Jersey, which was really good. Like a segment called like Reality Rewind on E! News. Which I used to watch E! News, but now it's on at like 10 or 11 at night. And I don't know, I think the ratings have, but Jeff brings the ratings, right? If we just know about it. Okay, let's chat Tom Sandoval. Okay, so allegedly my friends and I went to his Houston concert May 12th, and it was amazing. I made tons of videos about it, and I get lots of shit for it, but whatever. It was so fun. Amazing body. I was 2 millimeters from him. He high-fived me. He threw his sweat on me. He grabbed my hand. Oh my God, I took so many amazing videos of him. So those are all over my TikTok, my YouTube, and my Instagram. But I just saw a video of him on TikTok, and he was singing. He was doing another concert, and he changed the words to one of the songs, something about Tom Schwartz used to have a lawn. So, and now that he doesn't. And I'm like, dude, like, why are you putting down your friend that he got through a divorce or went through a divorce, and they made the difficult decision, I'm sure, to sell the house that they had in Valley Village and probably, you know, to split the proceeds from it. I mean, I think a lot of people split up, but if one or the other can afford to buy the other one out and then still live in it, but they also plan to raise a family. And I think that probably just has hard feelings for them because, you know, that was their marital home and now it's not going to be. So I don't think either one would want to live there. So now I think they have both apartments. Yeah, Jeannie in Nashville. That was rude. I did think it was rude, to be honest with you. Shout out Kathleen, another real friend of mine. I say real friend. I mean, people I know in real life. You know what I mean? Anyways, what else? I want to make sure. I think I've talked about everything. Basically, today, Jeff and Shane, the replay was on, and I thought they really asked some good questions, Brandy and Julie. Like, they asked questions like, Jeff, do you bring your laptop and sit on the couch and watch TV? And he was like, no, I really keep that separate. I keep that in the office. And then Shane was like, he doesn't even have a laptop. That's like me. That's why I love Jeff. I love a desktop. I have had a laptop before. When I was a teacher, they gave me a laptop and I loved using it and whatever. But I love a desktop. There is something about it. I can pay my bills. I can check my email in 2 seconds. I just don't love using my phone for that kind of stuff. I'm definitely a desktop girl. But I love that he said he likes to keep it separate, right? He likes to like keep his work separate from whenever he's on there. Oh, Lauren has branched out to executive produce some other shows. I had a feeling, shout out Chinley. I had a feeling, which by the way, my name is Sarah. Somebody DM'd me like Thursday or Friday and was like, what's your name? I think when I had the co-host, we're not going to get into that. I used to say, I'm Sarah in Texas, and she would say her name. And I think I quit doing that. So a lot of y'all don't know that my name is Sarah, but my name is Sarah. And actually the chump that created my new cover art, the one with like the bubbly kind of Jeff Lewis obsessed, and they put my name and then they put a picture of me. So anyways, I love my desktop too. Yeah, me too, for sure. Okay, what questions do y'all have? What do you want to chat about? Because we will start wrapping it up very soon. Yeah, he never talks about his sister. He actually does, Diane. He's put up pictures of him and his sister. His sister, I think, in my brain, lives in the upper part of New York, and she's got 2 or 3 kids. So I think they were all together somewhat recently for one of the trips. Yeah, but yeah, he talks about his sister. Anyways, also don't forget Doug Buden's Cook and Kibitz. He's got a reminder now, like I just started using, where it's on my profile. If you hit that, it'll set the reminder on Instagram for you to be reminded. I think YouTube has a reminder thing too. So let me know if that's working. S-A-R-A-H. I know the Sarah with an H or without an H is a very divisive thing. As if I had anything to do with the spelling of my name. But it's so funny. When I meet a Sarah, it's like, do you have an H or not? I recently met a Sarah. Well, I say about a year ago. We met at an airplane. We were both flying to Las Vegas. We both live in Houston. I adore her. And I'm actually going to this Vanderpump trivia night with her tomorrow night. She told me about it and we're going to go. She's amazing. She's a Sarah without an H. So, but she's still cool. I don't know why Sarah with H's. And I think also if you spell your name differently, like an Amy, if you find another A-I-M-E-E, then you're like friends with them. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Even if you don't watch YouTube a lot, or Instagram or YouTube, or or TikTok, if you have an account, please subscribe or follow me there. Please like a few of the videos, comment a little bit. It all helps with my engagement to help other Jeff Lewis listeners find us, for sure. Oh, my thing had stopped, so I was missing a lot of y'all's comments. No wonder. What's the recent scoop with Raquel? I don't know. I cannot believe necessarily that she's still in this mental health facility. I think you got to be real messed up, like real messed up to be in that long. And plus it's expensive as shit, and insurance. And not only that, they don't just let you hang out there if you want, if you're just like rich. You really have to prove you need to be in a mental health facility. So I can't believe it's like almost 70 days and she's still in there. Linda Webb, what are your thoughts on Tori Spelling? Wow. So if y'all didn't see my story, I don't follow Dean, but her husband of like 18 years, somebody let me, oh no, I saw it on Bravo and Cocktails. I gave them credit. Bravo and Cocktails posted that he had made this post on Instagram, which a post is different because it means you can have comments, which Carney Wilson commented on it before he deleted it. Anyways, or you can remove comments like some people do, like Britney Spears will post on Instagram, but sometimes she deletes comments and sometimes she allows them. So anyways, you can get into a lot of trouble with Instagram comments. But anyways, it said, I'm very, very sorry to announce that we're going to a divorce and, with our 5 kids, please give us space and all this stuff. It was up for about 10 hours. And then I made a story about it, like, oh my God, she didn't like it. She didn't post it also, because a lot of times they'll like do a collaborative Instagram post, or they'll both post the exact same thing. They had just been for the weekend at the Beverly Hills Hilton Hotel for their daughter Stella's 15th birthday and posted a family picture. So I thought it was amicable. He tagged her in the Instagram post, then he deletes it. So it's still up on my TikTok and my Instagram and my YouTube if you want to check it out. But then he deleted it. So then I made a story about that. But then E! News, I think it was, posted that they were divorcing maybe the next day. And then she liked that Instagram post. So who knows? I think they've split up before. They've been back together. I feel like the last couple of times she's been on Jeff Lewis Live, she has maybe told Jeff, don't talk about it at all, because they haven't really said anything. Yes, Lisa, you mean to tell me Tori Spelling's been with that fool for 18 years? I know. I remember the whole story because I think they were both legally married at the time, and they met doing a movie or something in Canada and cheated. I mean, let's not judge, right? Of course we're going to judge. I'm just saying, I don't feel like an 18-year marriage with 5 children is a failure at all. It served its purpose. I hope they were happy the majority of it. I hope they don't pull a Kim and Croy and tell us we've been miserable for years, because now Kim Zolciak is saying he's been emotionally and mentally abusive to me for years. I'm like, what? When? Ooh, somebody retracted a comment. Ooh, I love that you can even do that on YouTube. I didn't know. Okay, so NW Shelley. Dean was gone all the time. Her life has been in turmoil with a lot of the kids. Okay, somebody sent me some scoop. They live in Canada. I forget the name of the city or town, but apparently Dean has a cabin up there, and there's some gay stuff that happens. It's in the same community that Lisa Rinna's husband, Harry Hamlin, has a cabin up there also. And it's apparently very well known that men come in and out of those cabins. Allegedly. Anyways, that's what I heard. But regardless, I feel like he always had some sort of issue. I did used to watch their reality show. I feel like they have either told us or alluded to him having a legit sex, addiction issue. Dean, is that true to anyone else? They met doing a Lifetime, both cheated on their spouses, and then he's continuously cheated on Tori. That sucks. All I know about her is recently, I thought it was super odd, and I've chatted about it already with y'all. Thought it was super weird and kind of sad. I know I'm judgy. That she was having to post to her public Instagram fans, listeners, followers, whatever you want to call them, community, as Tink says, about this mold situation that was horrific in their rental home, right? Like, I thought that was kind of weird. Like, to me, ask your family or friends, especially when your mom's freaking Candy Spelling. He's a sex addict, Michelle says. Wow. Oh my God, y'all, we've already been on here 45 minutes. Anyway, so I will wrap this up. Join me every weekday on YouTube. The replay goes up immediately, so you can watch it under the live button. I also have playlists on YouTube where you can kind of pick a subject that you want to watch my videos about. And I do have those. I also have that on my TikTok, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. I have different playlists on my profile, where if you just want to see Kelly Dodd videos that I've made, you can push that. If you just want to get things that I've said about Gage and Jeff, you can push that. Things about Stu and Jeff. Anyways, Instagram, I have different highlights up to. I think those are called highlights. Are people really going to Sandoval concerts? They are. Thank you, Raw 58. I'm so glad I'm back on Instagram too. I do try to be careful and not get blocked, but I do the dumbest stuff and I get blocked. Like 3 of the 6 times I've gotten in trouble for going against community standards is reposting DMs that I got from skanky people saying like, Oh, you want to be my sugar mama. They weren't even gross. And then I get in trouble for reposting that. I'm like, what? Like, why am I getting? And then what they do is they don't take my account away. They block me from going Instagram live. Melanie admits that she'd go to a Sandoval concert. Y'all, just so y'all know, my friend Sarah had told me about that concert in February. So we had already invited, like, there was like 7 or 8 of us going at the time. A few had to back out. One, my friend Brenda actually backed out because she said she's Team Ariana and she cannot support him. The others had like a sick husband. They weren't feeling well. So it ended up being 5 of us that went. But oh my God, when I tell you it was a good ass concert, it really was. It was so fun. Oh, Jeannie says, shout out Chumpettes. I love that. 4 people want to come on live with me? Did y'all mean to hit that button? Usually whenever I ask somebody to come on live, then they go, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then they decline it. The good thing about being on Instagram is a lot of the Chumpettes follow me over on Instagram. Some follow me on TikTok. I think, does Margaret Joseph follow me on TikTok? I can't remember. I know MJ does. Well, that's probably all. Maybe a lot don't follow me on TikTok, but a lot follow me on Instagram. So if they get notified, if they, if they can, maybe they'll surprise us and join sometimes like they have in the past. Patrick and Cole have joined us. Chef Stu has joined us a lot. Doug has joined us. Paige Davis has been an amazing friend from the get-go. She was on my very first ever Instagram Live last June 2022 to recap the Amazon launch party. And she came on the Instagram Live. It was so fun. Who else has come on? I'm probably forgetting some people, but anyways. Okay, well, we are going to wrap it up. Make sure to give me a follow. Make sure you push the subscribe button, push the like, give me a comment under everything. Just even if you just say, I love Jeff Lewis, all of that helps with my engagement. And make sure you're following me on everything is under Jeff Lewis Obsessed and the Facebook group. That's just a easier way where we can kind of get to know each other and like have a thread and then talk underneath it. Yeah, Paul and Patrick. Anyways, let me just make sure my stuff real quick. Yeah, so everything, basically this week, everything will be normal after this as far as the digital channel. 789 Jeff Lewis Live After Show will be on live Tuesday through Friday, and then Jeff Lewis will be back Friday. I do follow Joey Zalzik. He's amazing. Don't I follow Joey? Did I stop following Joey? I think I follow Joey. I definitely follow him on TikTok, I think. Anyways. Okay, shout out, y'all. Bye.